Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is Martin Midlife Misadventures, and today we're going to make some garlic cheesy breadsticks. So delicious, so easy, everyone will love them. They're good hot or cold. I just can't say enough about them. Are you ready to flour it up? Let's get started. Alright friends, for our delicious garlic cheese breadsticks, and you don't have to use cheese for these, okay? You could just do the garlic. I'm going to need 2 cups of flour, 2/3 a cup of warm water, to which I'm going to go ahead and add my yeast, which is going to be like a heaping teaspoon. This happens to be a tablespoon measure here, okay? Add that in, and we're also going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar, one of which we're going to add to our yeast mixture. We'll give that a little stir. And we're going to let that sit probably for about 5 minutes. We'll also be using for the dough 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use margarine for this, but for these breadsticks, I like butter. And then we're going to need a little bit more butter because we're going to make a little topping to put on top of them before we add the cheese. And it's going to consist of a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, and I have a little bit of minced garlic there as well. And you'll need some melted butter. Let me get the 2 cups of flour in the bowl so we can get this dough going. Alright friends, in my bowl I have my 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I added the last tablespoon of sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now look at how bubbly that yeast is. Just beautiful after 5 minutes. We're going to dump that in. Use your rubber spatula. Get every drop out of there. Now we're just going to start by stirring it up. Get it to a shaggy dough. See how shaggy that is? Now we're going to get our 2 tablespoons of softened butter. And I always buy salted butter, so I don't really think it matters. If you want to cut down on the salt, then use unsalted. There's about 1, 2. Now we're going to knead this butter in. We're only going to knead this for a minute or 2. It comes together extremely fast. And it's warm in here today, so it shouldn't take more than 30 to 45 minutes for it to rise for us. Alright, it's looking good. I kneaded it just for about 2 minutes. We are not going to oil this or anything. We're just going to put it in the pan. I'm going to put a towel over this, and we're going to let it rise until it's at least double in size. Alright, let's check on our dough. We have doubled in size. I could have let it go longer, but I'm anxious to get this done. It's not sticking to anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it. We're just going to shape it into a ball here. That's it. Because we're going to cut this. We need to cut this into 8 pieces. Equal pieces, okay? So let's cut it in half. Other side will probably work better for that. And then we'll cut them in half. And then each one in half. Now we're going to take each one and we're going to turn them into a little ball. Little ball like that, okay? Each one. I've got them all done. I have a little piece of wax paper just so they don't dry out too much. I'm going to start with the first one I did and work my way down. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can just flatten it and keep rolling it out like this until you get it into a log shape. which I might do, or you can actually roll it out flat with a rolling pin. Trick to this is getting it long enough. You see? You can roll it out, and then you can roll them into a little tube like this, like a taquito. See? And you close the ends off, pinch the bottoms like you were making a loaf of bread, and you can do them like that. And what that does is creates air pockets inside and kind of makes them fatter. We can experiment with this. We'll do one like this. Now I have prepared a pan. I have a pan, and as I make them, I'm going to lay them on there, evenly spaced. Now, let's do one the other way, where we just take it. Uh-oh, we lost one. Where we just take it and we roll it out with our hands into, oh, this is faster, much faster, but you want to get them evenly shaped. Can you see? I hope you can see this. And when you're rolling them, especially when they start getting longer, you want to start and then move your hands out, and it'll create it. It'll elongate it for you. Like, see how it's a little fatter in this area than this area? So I'll just roll from there now to kind of even it all out. Okay. All right, friends, as you can see, I only have 7 and I should have 8. I dropped one. Oh, yes, I dropped one. I have it right here. I'm actually going to cook it up in several different little ones for the dogs, but I'm not cooking them with these because we are going to put garlic on there. Speaking of garlic, we need to get that ready. So let's cover these with a tea towel for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to get our melted butter mixture ready right now. All right, what I have here is I have 2 tablespoons of butter, and it is salted, so I'm not adding any salt. I have a half a teaspoon of onion powder, just regular onion powder, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of crushed garlic to it, and if you don't have crushed garlic, just add a little bit more garlic powder. And I added a teaspoon of dried parsley. I'm going to stick this over by the oven and let it melt, because this is what we're going to brush on our breadsticks. All right, it's been about 10 minutes or so. Ooh, they look good. But see, if I had had that 8th one on here, they would have almost completely been touching, but that's okay. Check out that mixture. Butter and all those spices. The parsley doesn't add a ton of flavor, but it's kind of the color thing. So mix it up really good once the butter's melted. And start brushing your breadsticks with them. Really good. You really want to brush them good. They're going to get even bigger when they start baking. And again, I have that oven at 375. It's preheating as we speak. All right, now that I'll have, look at them. Don't they look good? Okay, so now at this point, we could go ahead and put them in the oven, but we want cheesy breadsticks. So, and let me tell you about these cheesy breadsticks. They're even good cold. We will eat these breadsticks all weekend long. Just cold. I'll just put them in a bag and put them on the counter, and we'll grab one as we want one. Don't those look good? Oh my goodness. All right, into my little oven. And I'm going to bake these for about 8 to 12 minutes. Oh my goodness. I actually let these go for 15 minutes. My oven seemed to be, something seemed to be kind of burning down there. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, look at them. Look at them out of the thing. And I took them out of the thing, so I can show you real good. See how they separate just so beautifully. They just come apart, see? I really, really hope you would give these a try. I've got the little ones ready for the dogs to go in. All right, everybody, what do you think about those breadsticks? I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. And you know what? The reason I chose to show you this recipe is because it's identical to the pizza crust recipe. So you can use this 2-cup of flour recipe in several different ways. Instead of butter, you can use margarine. Instead of margarine, you can use oil. And then you'd have a French bread loaf. You could use olive oil and really give it a different flavor. You just need to memorize this one recipe and just switch out the oils. I really hope you'll give these breadsticks a try though, because they are delicious. Any kind of cheese on them, and like I said, they're good. They're really good cold. I just leave them on the counter in a bag, and when we want a little bite, we go ahead and grab one and have it throughout the weekend. So I hope you'll give these a try. Keep flouring it up. Amy's not here to do a taste test today, but that's okay because I already lost one to the dogs, which I don't mind sharing with them. But she's actually out getting our haul. We have not been able to leave the mountain. The weather's been really bad, but not a ton of snow. It would snow and then it would rain, and then it would snow and then it would rain, and it's put out the power, all kinds of different things. But we're doing good. I hope this Flour It Up gets up tonight. We love you all, and we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless you.